play some good football.
Is it fair to call that, I guess, a pandemic-related correction, just trying to do too much in too little time, I guess, given what you had to work with?
Yeah, I mean, I can't say that that's there's not something involved with there, but I mean, I think pandemics affected everything, so maybe we just got to do a better job, and like I say, better coaching there for me, and just try to see some of that stuff ahead of time. So, it was good to have that bye week to look at some of that stuff, I thought.
Thank you, Matt.
Yep.
So, Nick Baumgartner.
Hey, Matt, thanks for doing this. Justin actually asked basically what I was going to ask, but I'll follow on that. How difficult is that to strike a balance then? Because, you don't want to get into a game, I assume, and reach in your pocket, not have what you need. Yeah. But then again, you can't have too much. So I'm curious, how difficult is that sort of a balance, especially at this point in the year, we're October 15th here?
Yeah, that's some of the worst things as a coach, I think, when you're sitting there in a game and you're like, man, I wish we had this, or I wish we had, been able to get this in, because, again, as a coach, you're just trying to do everything you can to help the players be successful on the field. And certainly you feel helpless when you can't do that or get things, in a good direction. So from that standpoint, it is a little bit of a balance, but I think, in the end, we just got to do what's best for our guys, week in, week out. And so we definitely have to take a look at that.
Thanks.
Yep.
Mike Rothstein.
I've got a couple things actually also following on this. You talk about, this year being a little bit different. The amount you're able to maybe put in and what you're maybe having to dial back, is that different from where you've been at in prior years? Is there some sort of correlation there?
It's a good question, Mike. I don't know if I could answer that, in a great way right now for you, without really having time to look at all of it. I would definitely say that, not unlike other years, I would say early in the season, in September, there's certainly some things in there that you look at through the first month and say, okay, did we like this? Did we do too much? Was this enough? And you do an evaluation of that for the first 4 games. And then obviously with everything else being shortened, some of that's a little bit more critical right now. But everybody's dealing with the same thing, so I don't think that that's unusual for us. I just think that, it's a good opportunity for us to take a look at it and say, okay, how can we improve? Just, what we can do better and try to analyze it the best we can.
And Frank Ragnow popped up on the injury report. Did he get hurt during practice yesterday, or was that something that was residual from New Orleans?
Again, we just, I'll list it on the report as it was, something that popped up yesterday.
Thanks. Thank you.
Go John Shipley in Jacksonville.
Hey, Coach. Thanks for doing this. I have just 2 quick questions about the Jaguars for you. Offensively, they got a young quarterback and a lot of young players around them, rookie receivers and running backs. What have you seen from their offense on tape that could present you guys with challenges?
Yeah, I think that this offense has a lot of explosive players. I think the young guys, the skill guys, are really outstanding. We'll start with Shark. He's big, he's long, he's fast, he's explosive. He can get downfield. He makes difficult catches. He has a huge catch radius. He'll go up and get the ball. Certainly, Chenault is someone that I like to watch. I don't know how much I'm going to like playing against him because I just think he's really dangerous and all the different things they do. I think that stuff is great when they put him in the backfield and run the ball with him, and I think they move him all around. The one thing that I probably mentioned yesterday about him was I just thought his route running is becoming a lot better. There's a lot of nuances that he does in some of his routes with his some of the sticks and the stair stepping and the looks that he does with his head fakes that I think are just better. They're better. He's big, he's physical, and he can run. So I think he's outstanding. Robinson coming out of the backfield, certainly as a runner, he's really kind of settled everything down for them there. And with Minshew, I think that this guy's a dangerous quarterback. He's got a great arm. He's strong. He can get it downfield, especially with the speed that they got, all the way across the board. And I think his ability to get out of the pocket right now is something that obviously scares a lot of people, and including us. There's a lot of 3rd down situations where he kind of dips in, dips out, and it's a first down, and you think you've got him in 3rd and long, you think you've done a good job, and all of a sudden it's a first down. So, I just think overall their young players are showing up and on both sides of the ball, even defense too. I think those guys are showing up over there also. So I think they're contributing, but I would say explosive is the word that I look at when I'm talking about those guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And then just one more, Coach. Obviously, you guys were looking at cornerbacks in the draft and, drafted Jeff. What did you guys really think of C.J. Henderson? Jaguars drafted him a few picks after you guys did.
Yeah, I thought he was another outstanding corner. He's big, he's long, he's fast. Really in college, looking back at it, there was some great things at the line of scrimmage. I thought in his second year or his last year in college, he worked some little bit of off coverage, which was better. He can disrupt at the line of scrimmage. And one of the things that he does outstanding is he is very violent through the pocket. When you watch him attack the pocket or attack a receiver, his ability to come through because of his length and disrupt the catch, it's really outstanding. And you've seen that transfer into the NFL. You've seen him do it probably 3 or 4 times, where just that violent attack on the receiver, it's pretty high level.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Oh, Wojo.
Hey, Matt. Stafford has shown some inconsistencies this year, as opposed to early last year when he was very good. Everybody's sort of trying to figure out. Darrell Bevel earlier this week talked about footwork maybe being an issue. Is there anything that you can pinpoint or talk to Stafford about? Is it something that can be worked out?
Yeah, I mean, Matt Stafford's a great player. I mean, I enjoy being around this guy every day. His leadership, the way he approaches it, the way he works. I think the entire team and the coaches put us first and foremost. All of us have been inconsistent, and that's what we've been talking about, is trying to just settle down and play some good football. So from that standpoint, I think, all of us are looking at the same thing, and we're all trying to get better. And, Matthew Stafford's been doing this a long time, and I know that some of the things that obviously as a quarterback, you have to accept responsibility for, but I think it's everybody around you too. And I think everyone's got to just play better on, certainly in all 3 phases. But if we're talking offensively specific, then, I think those guys all around got to play better too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, last question, Dave.
Hey, Matt, just following up on what John just asked, did you guys then consider C.J. Henderson at number 3? I mean, was he how close were he and Okudah on your draft board?
2 really great corners. That's all I'm going to say about that. As far as whatever the draft, we thought Jeff obviously was there, and we liked him, so we took him. But 2 really good players, absolutely, coming out of college.
Gotcha. And then just an update on Trufant. I mean, obviously he wasn't out there yesterday too, but he's been sort of in and out of the lineup for you guys so far. Where's he at? How close is he? And what do you miss not having him on the field?
Yeah, Trufant's been outstanding. Everything that he brings every day is his work in the classroom. I think his veteran leadership, the way he prepares, the way he's trying to, get out there and compete. As far as the injury, it's day by day. We'll see how it goes, and just proceed from there.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, everybody.
Appreciate it, Matt.
Hey, Coach. Good to see you.